5 friends were driving deep into a forest road, laughing loudly, unaware that the road ahead would never let them return the same way they entered. The trees on both sides grew thicker, their branches twisting unnaturally as if watching the car pass by. Ethan adjusted the rearview mirror and noticed the sky darkening faster than normal. Jake cracked a joke, but his laughter echoed strangely, as if the forest repeated it back. The radio suddenly turned on without anyone touching it. A low, broken voice whispered through the speakers. "Turn back." Static exploded loudly, making everyone flinch. The car engine coughed violently and shut down in the middle of the road. Headlights flickered, then died, leaving them surrounded by darkness. Ryan stepped out of the car and felt the air turn cold against his skin. Mark checked his phone repeatedly, finding no signal at all. Daniel stared into the forest, sensing something was watching them. Far between the trees, 2 glowing eyes appeared for a brief second. When Ethan blinked, the eyes were gone. Night fell unnaturally fast, swallowing the road behind them. They lit a small fire, but the flames barely illuminated the ground. The forest was silent. No insects, no wind, no birds. Ryan suddenly heard children laughing somewhere deep in the trees. Everyone denied hearing anything. A whisper brushed Ryan's ear, cold and slow, saying, "You're hungry." Ryan screamed and stumbled backward. From the darkness, a white goat slowly emerged. Its body looked clean, untouched by dirt or mud. The goat's hooves floated just above the ground. The goat stared at them without blinking. In a calm human voice, it spoke. "Drink my milk." A metal bowl appeared at their feet, filled to the edge. Mark laughed nervously and said it was just an animal. One by one, they drank from the bowl. Daniel only tasted a few drops before pulling away. A heavy drowsiness settled over them. They collapsed near the fire. Drinking slowly, the goat smiled, its lips curling unnaturally. Its eyes flashed blood red for a split second. Darkness consumed their minds. Jake dreamed of the goat's face peeling away like wet skin. Ryan dreamed he was buried alive, screaming silently. Mark dreamed of his chest being torn open. A loud heartbeat echoed through the dreams. Ethan jolted awake, drenched in sweat. He realized no one else was moving. The goat sat among them, watching. Its head slowly rotated backward with a sharp crack. Morning light finally broke through the trees. Jake was gone. They searched the forest, shouting his name. For one blink, Jake's severed head appeared hanging from a branch. Ryan collapsed and vomited. On Tigran, words were written in blood. The price of milk. That night, fear kept Daniel awake. He pretended to sleep, barely breathing. The goat approached quietly. Daniel noticed its feet were facing backward. Bones cracked loudly as the body twisted. Skin stretched and tore apart. The goat transformed into a witch. Long black hair covered her face. Blood dripped from her mouth onto the soil. She whispered softly, "You tasted sweet." Ryan tried to run through the trees, his neck twisted backward with a sickening snap. Mark screamed as pale hands dragged him underground. The soil closed over him like water. Ethan choked as milk poured endlessly into his mouth. His eyes bulged as he suffocated. Silence returned to the forest. Daniel ran without looking back. Branches scratched his face and arms. He burst out of the forest and collapsed onto a dirt road. An old man stood there, calm and unmoving. Daniel cried and told him everything. The old man listened without surprise. He said quietly, "That was no goat. Cold air rushed through the trees. The witch appeared, floating above the ground. Her scream shook the forest. Trees bent unnaturally toward her. The old man began chanting prayers. The witch lunged and tore open his chest. A blinding light burst out. Instead of blood, the old man raised an ancient mirror. The witch looked into it unwillingly. Thousands of screaming faces filled the reflection. The witch screamed in agony. Her body began dissolving into black smoke. The smoke twisted violently before fading away. Morning sunlight returned slowly. Police cars arrived at the edge of the forest. An officer said there were no reports of a goat. Daniel remained silent, shaking. The forest stood quiet again. The police car drove away. Daniel looked into the rearview mirror. A goat's face stared back at him. Its eyes glowed red. A loud scream echoed. The image vanished instantly. The forest swallowed the road once more. Laughter echoed softly from deep within the trees. Darkness remained, waiting for the next traveler.